Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Felicia Mesadieu. I am a multidisciplinary product designer based in Houston, Texas. And here on my channel, I love to talk about design, life, and the journey. So if that's something that you're into, look no further. This is the place to be. And here today on my channel, I am going to share with you what it is to work agile on a team of UX designers. I will be sharing with you one of our team meetings as we talk through designs. We talk about the progression of the web app that we're trying to design and just how we collaborate together to achieve an end goal. When I first made the pivot over to UX UI, I wish that I had someone giving me this type of information or letting me have a peek into what it's like to work with other UX designers as they work towards a goal for a app or a web app. And I just knew that once I had the ability to do so, that I would share and document with individuals who are also trying to move into this space. So without further ado, I am sharing a team meeting and what it's like to work with other UX designers and to work towards a common goal. And let's just jump into it. So I guess I can go first. My latest update is I have one of the participants said that they can meet on Wednesday. That would be 8 p.m. We are 8 hours behind. And then there's another one that can meet Thursday at 4 p.m. So there's 2 locked in for next week, and I can send out the invites.
What time zone is that? You're Central, right?
There is WAT.
It's their time that you're basing it off of, or your time? The 9 p.m. and
their time. I just have to type. I'm going to type it in to see what time that is our time.
Okay.
I know 4 p.m. their time is 9 a.m. our time. Okay, so 8 p.m. their time is 1 p.m. our time. So whoever can meet and at that time, and their 4 p.m. is our, I could have sworn it was 9 p.m. I checked this not too long ago. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. Okay, and then I'll share my screen. I have a small update. I'm still working on it. I'll be working on these pages throughout this weekend again. So let me go to my screen. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. 1 second. Oh, that's still the wrong one. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Okay, is this one the right one? Okay, so the last time we talked, we had discussed the choose an assignment or create an assignment and what that should potentially look like. So I know that for this screen here, I have the create assignment here, but then Lynn, your feedback was if we were going to, you said if we want to, oh, 1 second. You said, oh, oh, you said if we want to create an assignment to the first page of our dashboard, the first step is to choose which assignment we want to assign. So when you click the button, create an assignment, and then go to assign, the first step is to accept what to assign and then maybe choose to assign who or classes or individual student. So I thought I knew what you meant, but then I used Gemini to give me an idea of what that might look like. And so it gave me this screen. It has the modal, the pop-up, and then I tried to keep it on brand with what we were already doing. I just need to continue working on it, but is that what you had in mind when you thought about choosing an assignment first?
Yes, it look nice. Maybe they will go to the resources and assignment and exercise part, and maybe they chose which one. You can just put those names here. I think it look nice.
I don't know what the assignments are going to be, team. Do y'all know what we should even, what would Erica, you could help us. What would that content look like? Like what would someone want? I mean, what would the assignments be?
I think it really depends on what they want as a company. Like, do you want the teachers to make the assignments like from scratch, or do you want something already there? If it could be both, but I don't know what they're going to be able to afford based off of like what they said last time. Like if there was already a curriculum there, they would have to hire a content team to do all that. And then it would be like based off of all of these like different lessons that the content team already made in advance, the teacher could just click on which one they want, but it would have to be there already. Or it could be the teacher has to make everything from scratch. But I'm not sure what they're trying to figure out of like, where did you think the this piece, the assignments would come from? Is it supposed to come from the teacher, or is it supposed to come from the company already gave it?
Okay, so that's up to the client basically. So yeah. Okay, well, I just need to work on the auto layout, and I also wanted to talk about the not the variants, the components. So we would have components for this already, right? I made this from scratch, but wouldn't we have components for these already? For these elements?
You mean which element? You mean this drop down?
Yeah.
You can use mine. But mine is not that complete. You can go to my workplace and then choose one. I have one drop down similar to you. Okay. I don't know if that is possible. In our shared component library, I don't think it fit my need, but maybe you could go search. They have also the drop downs. It's not useful, but you can change some component like the section. Because I show you last meeting, they already have some example, but the whole component itself is not match the example they give us.
Did you tag the library, or did you link the library on your workplace?
Oh, you can go to, no, I just gonna create one component. No, it's in my, I can show you later.
Okay. Well, that's the only update I have for right now. I'm gonna keep working through it. I'm gonna stop sharing. Unless anybody else had any other feedback other than Lynn.
I would say you could probably add just like an extra section in case they do want the teachers to make their own assignment. Like one of them could be create assignment. It's like one of your boxes.
Okay, choose an assignment, and then down here, create an assignment.
Yeah, like one of the, I guess under like the last one, you know, like sometimes there's like an other when you're doing surveys and you would have to type it in. It could be like that.
Okay.
And then when we present it, it could be, which one are you thinking? Do you want it to be the teachers could choose from both, one or the other?
Okay, I could do that. I'll add that. And Ashwarya, did you have any?
No, I think that's a great suggestion. I was going to say the same thing that Erica was suggesting. So yeah.
Great. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you.
All right, then I share the component for you. Wait a minute.
I could go next. I don't have too much.
Okay, then you go next.
Yeah. So I was mainly working on trying to do, I don't know if any of you have ran accessibility tests on any of the like hi-fi that you're doing. Is my Figma sharing?
Oh, you show the Google Meet.
Okay, is it showing my Figma? Or no?
No.
No.
Okay. Is it good now?
Yes.
Okay. So I was running accessibility tests for the colors here, and I was trying to figure out, I don't know if this is too much, the difference between a teacher's view, a parent's view, and a student's view. So this was like the original one I had, but I was trying to also match this with like the sign-in. I think the teachers is blue and then the students is yellow. So this would be like the teachers, this would be the student, and then this would be the parent. So on the bottom here, I was just running accessibility tests. So if I go here and I clicked on this, you could kind of see, it's kind of blocked for me a little bit, that everything is in green, so it's fine. And then same with the text. And I think this one, I can't remember what was the issue with this one. I'm gonna check. I think it was the yellow. Yeah, like you see like the yellow against the blue fails. The text is fine, but the yellow against the blue, it fails in every single area. So I decided to just go with darker colors for like the select. I could also do the reverse but it might be way too dark, where the background could be dark, the dark blue, and then the select option could be the light blue. And then this is just like a version of that one for the teachers. Yeah, because I started making the components and then I realized that I'm gonna double check because I think when the components were messed up, I couldn't see. So I just made my own little test and it failed. So because of that, the colors are not going to work. So I just went with this. Just wanted to get anybody's feedback of like which one they're feeling. This one we can't use just because it fails. So yeah, those are the three. So it would be these three. So the teacher, parent, and then student.
I think I'm mostly drawn to the blue and the beige.
Like these two?
Yeah. The green doesn't work for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think the blue and the beige is what I'm gravitating more to.
So do you think we need to change our accent color because they say we need to choose orange as our accent if it fails? I don't know.
Oh, this one you mean?
Yeah.
I think it depends what it's up like behind. So if this was behind something white or a different color, that would be fine. But as far as the
It's a blue
dashboard
one.
goes, yeah, it doesn't work against it.
Okay.
Yeah, like if it's maybe something where I'm gonna see. Like it might work out here, where if like we made this that yellow color, it could be
Yeah.
accessible. But yeah, since I don't have access to all of these components, like some of them are here, some of them are not. So I'm just gonna, whichever ones are not here, I'm just gonna take it apart and just make my own component with it. But anybody could use once it's settled. But I was just testing out the colors to see. So it might be able to work out over here. I'm still playing around with like the background colors of what it's gonna be. Like same with this yellow. Like yellow is kind of hard to work with. It fails most of the time. So even this yellow, I'm probably going to change the background because it might fail. Same thing with the green one. And then I could choose a different color. I forget who's doing the logins. Who started that one?
It's me.
Okay. If you have like a suggestion for the parents, because I think you picked the colors for the students, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was basing it off of your designs. If you have any suggestions for whatever you're going to make the parent login color as, whenever you make that component, I could just make that color.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll share.
Okay. Yeah, that's all my updates. Let me stop sharing.
That's great. I will also run the test. It's
Yeah.
a great reminder.
If you need I have a plugin called Contrast. You would just touch whichever section you're on. You would have to do the text and the box itself, and then it will tell you if it fails or not.
Okay, I will try this one. Plugin. Okay.
Are you done, Erica? I can go next.
Oh yeah, I'm done. You could go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't have much update. I'm feeling sick, so I didn't make any progress. Um, I just wanted to talk to you guys about the prototype. So I do have one user flow which is already done prototyping for, but it's just the happy path. So do you guys think that I need to come up with another flow where, if user enters the wrong password or, wrong email, uh, should we have that flow as well? Then I can go ahead and, create that as well. Are we going to do that in our testing? Is my question. Do you feel it is important or it's not really needed?
Can you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry.
So the user flow that I have done right now, it's just like the happy path where user enters all information correctly. Like they enter their, email, password and stuff like that. But if they don't, then we also have error messages and stuff like that. So do you feel that I need to create another user flow which, tests all that as well? And do we want to include that in our usability testing?
I think you should create another flow, but I don't think I will have enough time for that in this usability testing. So maybe the next time that we test, we ask the participants to do the test, then that would work. But I don't think that we need it for this one, because I still have to ask them questions, like interview them. So I think what you have now is good enough. We don't want to overwhelm them too much. And then, but I think you should have those error messages, that flow in there.
Yeah, I think so too, because I think if we can get some more information from them by interviewing them, that will be useful. So, but I'll go ahead and create another user flow for that. So, all right, that's all for me.
Lynn, do you have any updates? Okay.
Yeah, could you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. This one is this is section item I create, but this is the blue one. Maybe you want to make a yellow one. You could copy this component and then create your own. I will show you how it works.
Okay.
This is just, but I didn't combine the search bar. You might need to combine if you want this search item. If you click here, this one is select item. And you create this frame. The drop down for sort and drop down for filter. Maybe you only want to use those. If you want to use, you just click and then option. Maybe you copy and paste. And then you create a auto layout. And you will set the gap. And if you want this one to be added, then they will hover the different. This is Figma. Do you want the link? I could share you. Do you use Figma? Do you have Figma education?
Are you talking to me or to the observer?
The observer, they say, please, whatever you're looking. Okay. All right, then let's come back to this design file. Then you may create this frame and you fill it like a right one. Okay, that's it work. I will show how it works. You can create this drop down for yourself. But I could show you what this will work in prototype. If I select filter, I could just click this is first name. And this part is different. This property is different. You could have they are the exact line they call hide all and show all. This is the two buttons I need for this property. And if you want to use those, you need to create your own. I create this one toolbar, and there are some prototype. Like if I click sort, they will go to this frame. Could you understand that?
Yes.
Basically, like those, you could try that.
Okay.
You could use those one selection item to create your own to
Okay.
save some time.
Okay, sure.
Okay, this is my update. I just created version 2. I changed this status to online, offline, and inactive, and changed the color. Before this is one is like this one. The color is the text color is just black. I tried this color, but basically I just do one like it's not that usability test. I just test those. It just this contrast standard to really meet so much like a 3.8 contrast standard, then I need to change all. Some maybe most of them just meet the AA standard. And I keep just 4 columns. No, this is, and I create a new table column. So I use those 6, and I use those 4 columns for all the properties, 4 properties. And you say, so last time you said maybe we should add the groups or class. I change it back to groups. So if any changes, we could change all the system. So if they have multiple groups, they will show there and with different color. And we won't show any more this skill part. Does this make sense? So if we show the whole design page, you could show that if they have in group reading function foundation or in several group. So if they have several groups, this line, this row will have different height. And this is the mind change. Do you have any suggestion, or you think that's good? For those all student page, and I just quickly select the sidebar Erica created. Do you have any other suggestion, or this is the final version? Maybe I will create a filter. When we click filter, then they may have some notification like you filter which one. But they filtered, they want to only show one group. Then that's it. Do you have any suggestion or any comment?
I have one
Yeah.
for the groups. Is that supposed to be the skills or is that the classroom?
No, this is just like class name. Maybe that's for group A.
Oh, okay, I see.
I create a group, maybe I name it, this class is decoding skills.
Okay.
So it's confusing. I will just say group A.
Because I'm just wondering with this sidebar, when you click groups, would those same ones pop up?
No, I don't think so. If we click group, they will pop up the moment I find those pages, like the whole group view.
So group would be like the class. Then we might need to.
You
I would
just
say
change
either-
class.
Yeah, I would say the groups on the sidebar could change to like classroom then.
Okay.
And then that way, because I feel like if you have both of them saying groups, I think people would expect the same groups in the sidebar would be the same groups under like each student. Like if I clicked on whatever the decoding, I think one of them was like decoding skills. If I
Mhm.
clicked on groups, then it would show me everybody who's in the decoding
Oh.
class. So either
It does make sense. So should we have another groups pages, or we just like you click group A and go to all students?
if you're on students, well, what it could be is that like groups on the sidebar could be skills, or it could be the groups inside of the chart could be skills.
Yeah, maybe I could show you the formal one. They
Mhm.
just have group view and list view. The groups list and student list. So I separate those. I think maybe when we click groups, we show this part, like class A, then
Yeah.
different student.
So
Class
it would be
B.
like, yeah, I think this one would make more sense for like the classes. And then you could just, the groups that you have in yours, you could just put that as skills. Like, so like this is the skills that the student's working on. Or like when it goes to group mode, you could say these are the skills that the class is working on.
Okay, then we put those skills section in the group list where like if we click here, oh my god, and they will go to the skills and the skill bar. It won't show in all student pages.
It would just show on the group one.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it would make more sense for inside of the chart, it says skills.
Oh, you said this one is skills?
Yeah, you can put that as skills. Because everything underneath it, every label underneath it or tag underneath it is a skill. So yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, so you just think, then I just, so I think it's those are the group name, like group A, maybe this is the classroom for decoding skills. So for you, you think if we click groups, then we go to different skill set.
So if you click groups and you're inside, is this the students or is this the parents, the one that you're looking at?
Which one? This one? This one?
Yeah.
I think it's teacher looking at.
Okay, so if it was a teacher and I press groups, I would expect to see my classrooms. But if I press students, I would expect to see every student I have.
Yeah.
And probably an area where I can add a student. But as far as like the skills that they're doing, it would either be the class as a whole is doing these skills or the individual student is doing all these skills. And then I don't know if it's necessary to, I'm trying to think. Because the way that they put it here, doing students and groups as two separate sections on the sidebar, it could just be classroom instead of having two separate ones. And then if I'm going to have a section inside of it to be students and groups, do I need two separate ones on the sidebar?
No, if you just place in the classroom, maybe they don't need to place in sidebar. And I just separate because maybe when you click students, you see all students, but when you click classroom, you run one like classroom. Maybe they are part of student in this classroom, not all of the student you have. Maybe perhaps you run the classroom, this class called decoding skills. this is the one class name. Then maybe there are only 3 students who are doing this class, and another student they are doing reading foundation or some. I just make it. I don't know if that does make sense. I just make some names, and then they will show another, maybe also the same student or another student, but they are different students. So I expect when I press students, I see all students I have. But I don't know if all teacher, like in one school, if they press student, they see the all student in the school, or they see the all student they have. But if they press classroom, maybe they just see this class, how many students I have.
So usually in the beginning, when it's fresh, the teacher would have to go find the students' names in the system, and then they put them in what classroom they're in to separate it. So the teacher has to set up after the student sets up their account. And then once the students is set up in the system, and if they're in the same school, or I guess the code, whatever way they signed up for the classroom, the teacher would fix it of like, I could switch you into a different class, or you could stay in this classroom. So when they press groups, the teacher could see every class they have at once on one page. But with students, sometimes they're together, is what I'm trying to say. It's like I would press my classroom, and then I could see all of my classrooms, and then I click on which classroom I want, and it will tell me all the students I have.
Okay, so I know you. So when I press groups, I see different groups, but I press students, I only see the skills, not the groups.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I change it back to this version.
And I guess if you're in groups and you see like all of your classrooms and you click on it, it could be kind of like the drop down that they had on the other one. And then where is he dropped? Is it here?
You want to see the group version?
Yeah, where was
Group
it?
list. This is in the low fidelity collections. This one. This one you mean?
Let me see. Yeah, you see how like it kind of looks like a drop down bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you click on class A and then it drops down with all these 7 students. Felicia, I feel like you could use this too with assigning, if that helps you, since it's already out. Like you could just take the middle section and just put a piece that says assigning for like all these students in the class. But if I were to press my group, I would see all of these. I would see A, B, C, D, and then I click on one class and it drops down to all the students. And then I guess once you click on a student, it would take you to their dashboard.
Yeah, the student individual dashboard.
And then I guess this view class A profile thing right here would be the class over. I don't know if you need that, but the class overall, or it could be add a student to this class. Like there could be a button that just says add student.
Erica, I don't know if I understand how this works with assigning. Can you explain one more time?
So like the drop down piece of it, like instead of you having to redesign each class in a drop down, you could just take this piece. Hold on, let me get into the Figma.
So I just stop sharing. You share your screen.
Yeah, I'll share.
Okay.
So this would be closed. And then it would just, is there a version that it's closed? Okay, I guess there's not. But if
there's
this
no
was,
contribution.
yeah, so if this was closed, Felicia, it would just say A, B, C, D. And then you would click on the side and it would drop down all the students' names. And then there could be a button, kind of like the one I showed you, where you could just click on who would you assign it to. Like there would be a checkbox. You could have the checkbox next to the class name where it's like check the class, and then it would check every student's name automatically. Or you could uncheck certain students that you don't want to have it.
Okay.
So it'll be like a similar, the only thing it would be is like these pieces would be missing, like the skills. But it'd be like a smaller version of it. And then you would just add like the assign button to them. Or where, I don't remember where it was, if it was on the top or bottom.
The assign was on, well, there was one on the bottom.
Okay. The one I sent, it was like you had to go into the lesson, and then on the lesson itself, there was like an assign button. And then from the assign button, hold on, I could actually just explain it. Do you remember where I put it? If it was
I can't remember where you put it.
yeah, I think I put it in the Fig Jam, but
put it on my workspace.
you put it on your workspace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it this? Okay, so yeah, so this would be like the assignment. So this is the lesson. You would like search up a lesson or create your own lesson. And then there'd be something that says assign on top or somewhere on the page. And you click that, and that will open you up to this one.
Oh.
So it would be, you could give it to you click on classes, and you could select all your classes to get it. Or you could just select one class. And then if I selected one class, it will be a drop down. So like this is period 1. Sorry, this person was in period 1. This person was in period 2. This person was in period 3. I could have multiple students here, like where the one student is. You could have a drop down. I only just took it from my screen. I only have one student. What I use this for, I use it for my one-on-one students. So they're the only one in my classroom. But you could like put it so there's 2 students from different classrooms doing it. I don't necessarily need to do all the class. I could just do individual students, and then I could delete a student if I did it by accident. And then I think there's like another option too. Yeah, so does that make sense? Kind of what you could do with the lo-fi version?
Yes.
Yeah, so it'd be, instead of just that one student, it'd be as many as you want for that.
Can you copy this and put it on my board?
Yeah, this would make a little bit more sense if it was closed. Where is it? Where do you want it? Like here?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll put it right here.
Thank you.
Welcome. Lynn, does that kind of make sense what I was saying about the classes?
Yes, that makes sense. I change it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna see if I could, because I already started the school year with mine, so my students are already there, but like what a blank one looks like for the students, I could see if I could find it online, but how you would add them if they weren't in your classroom. Like you have like, let's say you have like a new student coming in, just there should be something where you could add them already, instead of like you see every student in the school. You don't need to see that many kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I share my screen. So I change it quickly to skills. There are different skills. I'll quickly show you how this prototype works. If I click skills, maybe when I flick to the skill is just like those one. And they are several different colors. And you could see here, this is profile button. Right. Another change is, so I just keep it, this the final version, and maybe I will move to create the groups, like all group session, update it to the high fidelity one. I think it would be quickly because I have the skill component already. Okay, then I changes this one. I just change one button. I try some, but I think maybe I keep it simple. Like when hovering, they just change the color to this orange or yellow one. When I click the add one button, just one line. I also try the buttons in this share library. I don't think it works if I just keep this pattern, this design pattern, because it's already the same circle around. It looks somehow it looks not that nice. So when I use those, it also a little bit confused if it already have this one underline. So I make my own again. So what do you think this button? Should I keep it or I try like something else? I just click create passcode and then I will go to the next page. Or click back, it will go back. Or I will align to the like design. I see you will put back to this left side. Which one do you prefer? Because we all have this dialogue, maybe we should create some similar one and put all the button in the same place. So do you prefer to put it in the left side?
I prefer the right.
I prefer both on the right.
Oh, one on the, I'm sorry, can you put the back on the left? I mean, can you put the one?
Yeah, I can put one in the left
Yeah,
and one.
I think one, because I'm thinking about mine.
So I could put it.
I have one on the left and one on the right.
Yeah, so I could create both. By this one and back and then forward.
That looks better.
Okay.
It fills that space.
Okay. And another one, do you have a look at the usability, like tree testing? Do you have any comments? Or we post it or launch it today?
I apologize. I need to actually go look at it.
Oh, I have a question. Felicia, when you're doing the testing next week, are you doing the prototype or the tree testing? Or both? Wait, sorry, I didn't hear you. You said something.
I was doing I mean, I guess I am supposed to do both. I was doing in my mind, I was thinking just the prototype, but I would have to do both. But this isn't going to be that long.
Well, the tree testing, we could just put it out to anybody and they could just do it in 5 minutes. Yeah. I don't think you need to be there for that.
Okay. Yes. The only thing is I just hope we get it back. We get it back. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's like, if somebody actually want to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't know if I would have. So I'll give this to them. I'll ask them to do this on their own time. But I will. The one where the prototype is the one that I'm going to spend the most time on in the video call with them.
Okay, and when's your first one?
It's on Wednesday.
Okay, so I guess for the tree testing, we could probably send it out either today or tomorrow, so they have enough time. Lynn, it's just like 5 questions, right?
Yes, that's just 5
Okay.
questions. Unless 6 questions. You could check.
Yeah, because I feel like the questions of just like, are these in the right spot? I mean, just from my end, I don't think we need to add more, because if Felicia, you're
Okay.
going to do the actual prototype with them,
Mhm.
if they feel like something's out of place in the prototype, they could probably tell us there too.
Yeah. And I don't think tree tests are supposed to be long ever.
Yeah. So I guess whatever message we all put, they could just be like, try to get it done by like Tuesday, or I don't know, whatever, probably sometime next week. And then Tuesday we could set up the prototype together, maybe. That way it's easier for you to. Lynn, did you say you put yours on like the hi-fi portion already? Your piece of
Hi-fi
your prototype?
I create a hi-fi version for all students, but
Mhm.
maybe do you test all, or do you just test sign up, login, flow?
When I've done it, I've done like 3 different tests. So
Yeah.
it would be like sign up, do this feature, and then I would tell them to find something within the site. Like, where would you press on?
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess it would depend. Sign up is like the sign up or create an account would be the main one. Sorry, sign in or sign up would be the first test that you do with them. And then from there, it would be like showing the home page, and then you get to pick. So since this is like a teaching thing, one of them could be, how would you create an assignment? Another could be, how would you maybe add a student to your
Okay.
class? That could be, I guess it depends on who's done.
I am done for the invite student. I can done the invite student part. It could put in the homepage. Also, it could put in all student page. And the all student page, yeah, this hi-fi version, I think it is done.
Okay.
It just
So
need to. Yeah.
it could either be the flow is going to be focused on the student or focus on the teacher. Because whoever you
Oh.
sign up with is whoever is the story's going for the rest of the testing. So if like I sign up as a teacher or I sign as a teacher, the stories and the dashboards that I see should be as a teacher, create an assignment as a teacher, add a student, or show me the student dashboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. It depends how many, Felicia, how comfortable, how many stories do you want to do or testings?
I think it depends on Felicia, which part you want to testing, and how do you manage the time? And you say you have one interview part. So
I told them that they had 30 minutes, so it needs to fall. I don't want to take too much of their time. So yeah, I can. So before Wednesday, I can like test this out with someone else to see how quickly this will go. It's what I'm gonna have to do. Because I want them to continue, I want to keep them as participants in the future. So I don't want to say, hey, it's going to be 30 minutes and it's like an hour.
Yes, that makes sense. So maybe we can have another meeting next Tuesday, and we see if it's in 30 minutes. And then at that time, maybe we gather all the high fidelity wireframes, and we test if their moves like they can run smoothly before you do the usability test.
Do you think we could meet earlier in order to do this? You think we could meet on Monday, or do you?
I'm available on Monday too.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. We should meet on Monday. And another point I wanted to talk about was like if we cannot get, the educator dashboard, like create assignments and stuff like that in with high fidelity, I think at least if we can show them the educator dashboard, the finished one, and maybe just ask them a few questions on just that screen. I mean, that would be helpful too. Like, what are their first impressions when they just look at the dashboard and stuff like that?
Okay, agreed.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I agree too.
Depending on if I get a snow day on Monday, I could probably meet earlier. But as of right now, I can meet at the same time.
Great. Then I will send the meeting link after this meeting. And for this user, the tree testing, so would you want to run another review? Do you review this, or do you see how the host tree and task have any problem before I launch it? Or just maybe when you check one by one, and the last one launch it. What do you think?
Can you scroll down a little bit? It's 2 more questions after. The first set looks good. Thank you.
I'm sorry, where did you put the usability test again?
This one, tree testing.
Or excuse me, the tree test. Where did you put it?
Usability. Do you need me to send the link again?
Yeah. Can you put the link in the chat and I can open it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Another thing I wanted to point out was since we don't have much time, should we worry about the parent dashboard right now? Or just try to finish up the
I could put it towards the end. I'm gonna finish up the teacher version so that we could at least do the testing for next week.
Yeah.
And then while that's happening, I'll fix the parent one just so it exists.
Okay.
But the flow is probably going to be the teacher because I feel like the teacher has the most things. Anyway,
Yeah.
so it could start from sign up as a teacher to make it a little bit longer, just so it's not as fast. See if like even the questions or the sign up process is easy for them. And then we could pick 2 different flows that they could go into after they sign up.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, I also sent a link for the contrast. That's not the specific one I use, but it's similar. So if you want to download that for Figma, or you could also do like a contrast color check. It should do at least the text size and the text color, and then any of the colors against each other to see if it passes. do we have any other updates? Because I have to start heading out soon before I get kicked out.
I have to hop too.
Yeah. Okay.
But we need to decide how should we post our usability test. I don't have any updates, but this one tree testing.
Once you launch it, I could see if I could come up with like a quick blurb so we could all copy and paste it. I could see if my old boot camp, anybody that's willing to do it, could do it on there, and I could post it on my LinkedIn.
I can do the same.
Yeah.
I will put it on LinkedIn as well.
But do you want to make any change for this task or tree, or we just keep it and launch it?
We can launch it because I feel like once we actually do the other testing, we could just ask questions there if they feel like anything needs to be changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, then we just end this meeting. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. See you Monday.
See you Monday. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe so you can see more videos like this. If you are interested in becoming a UX UI designer or a product designer, I have some resources down in my description box. Please take a look at those, see if it's something that you're interested in, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.